That clip of 30 do you dirty, word to God, ho. Riding on rival, shooting shots on the rival. Adolescent
Alright, y'all,
stressing,
it's another
sliding for
episode of Stop Secret
survival.
Podcast.
Too young to hold that
I have
yapper
one of the
firing with his eyes
homies,
closed. I started
Homeboy
right beside him,
Maine from
fire
More
at his
Than the Masters
blindfold.
Podcast.
Ain't sparing no nigga, ain't fearing no nigga.
I
Fuck
appreciate
with
you
dope
coming
dealer,
on.
pro two, quote killer. Who you know gon' flow with him? I'm on smoke with him, eastbound bully. Fully loaded, fully pussy, so don't push me, I will push it to your hoodie. I'm Suge in my hoodie.
So as you can
Who really
see,
won't be?
I'm getting it
Really
in.
about any
Same
bullshit.
outfit. Same outfit as before. So, I definitely wanted to sit down with you and have a one-on-one with you because I like how you move. I like how you carry yourself, and I see a lot of you and your kids and the love you have for them. Like, I feel it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I was like really intrigued and wanted to talk more about it. And then this is like the perfect timing because, you know, Father's Day.
Yeah, Father's Day right around the corner. Yeah.
So I wanted to just touch on, you know, your whole vision behind More Than the Masters. And I know you also told me you had the collaboration with Fire and Ice.
Yeah. So, you know, More Than Masters is my podcast. From that, and I talk about it more in depth, but just quickly, like from that, I ended up doing a joint podcast with Carlton Clay. He's the director of VPN, Victory Productions Network. He got a lot of shows, a lot of movies now in this belt, so shout out to him.
Wow.
We ended up doing a podcast together. It's actually something he wanted to shop with a radio station that he wanted to do.
Oh.
So I had the equipment, so he did it with me.
Okay.
And the vibe was there. People liked the episode, so we just kept going, and from there we just kept going.
Yeah.
Actually, right now we are 90 episodes, so we're gonna do
wow.
something for our 100th episode. We're not sure yet. We're gonna get the Kinks. We got a meeting this week. We're gonna get the Kinks out, do a live show for the 100th episode, and then I got Half Hour Black Power, which is something I do with Quentin, and that's actually his show. People think that's my show. That's his show. I'm on it. And I'm only on it because, like I said, the vibe was just there for him.
Right.
He said, I don't want to do nobody else. I want to do it with you.
Yes.
So I was like, all right, cool. I'm not like pro black, but I'm more of like just sit back and I'm kind of neutral in pro black and black. You know,
Yeah.
I pick black, but I'm neutral in being like too pro black and just being conservative.
Right.
So it kind of bring a balance to the show because he's like extra pro black and I'm like way over here. So it's a good balance to the show. And like I said, people just rock with it. Like any of the content that I have, I take it serious, and people, they rock with it.
Oh, yeah.
Half Hour Black Power is doing great numbers right now. Fire Ice been doing well. Colin got his audience, I got my audience, so you get a good mixture on both of those. And then More Than the Masters is more mine, so I get like more leeway now on More Than the Masters because I don't have to do certain things that I was doing with Fire Ice and Half Hour Black Power.
Okay.
So I can cater More Than Masters to what I want to do, have a theme for it.
Right.
And anything else that come my way, I could just put on Fire Ice or Half Hour Black Power. So it works out to have multiple podcasts right now.
I love that. I like how you have the multiple platforms and how you can go back and forth between all three and just touch on, you know, different types of topics. And I think that that's really cool being in the podcast world. Like,
You gotta
don't
cross
have to
promote.
stick with just one thing.
You got to. And like, and for me, like, so with the Half Hour Black Power, like, it's sometimes I do be on some Black Power. So it depends on what the topic is, you know.
Yeah.
But it does show that you educated in multiple fields. Like I can
Right.
talk, you know, I guess you could say gossipy talk. It's not my main thing to talk about, but it's just like what's in the tabloids. I can talk educational stuff. I can talk law stuff with my, you know, because I'm a criminal justice major. I could talk.
I didn't know
It's a lot of
that.
stuff. I mean, I don't brag. I don't talk about it like that, but I
Wow.
am. So even I had a lawyer on, like I didn't overtalk her and to say like I know this, but nah, let her do her thing. But
Right.
the conversation was good because I know law as well.
Exactly.
So but yeah, and I could just entertain. That's the main thing I think with podcasts is entertaining too. So you gotta wear a lot of hats
Oh, yeah.
in one. You can't just, you know, you gotta wear a lot of hats. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta be educated. You gotta be able to be educational, be funny. You know, be serious when it's time to be serious. You just gotta entertain all around. Like,
And then you also had it set up where you were editing for other people's podcasts. How was that?
I was producing for a little minute. It was fun. Well, let me say it's fun. It's eye opening, you know, but not to discredit anybody else, but like it allowed me to see exactly how much I actually do.
Yeah.
Not so much versus other people, but just in general. So like I don't have nobody produce my own thing. I do everything myself. So
Right.
I'm doing at the time, before this year, I'm doing, if I'm recording, I do my recording, the video. I'm doing recording audio. I'm checking the sound while we doing it. I'm still keeping the conversation flow going. I'm making all the questions up. I'm directing the dialogue. I'm listening out for everything that can go wrong. I'm doing all of that in one.
Right.
And just by myself, one man team, as opposed to when I go somewhere else and I'm producing, like I'm doing everything. They just talk on the mic and that's it.
Right.
Their job is to, I say record and they go and that's it. But the producer was a little tough though, because you got it's pros and cons. The pros out there, you get the bread. It's easy money. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm always in the studio anyway. But then you got just time issues. Like people might say, well, I want to do it at 7, so I'm giving you a set price, but you don't show up to 7:30. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, do I change my price now? Should I charge you for being late?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I totally understand that, because
it's a lot.
I mean, I'm a stylist. You charge for your time.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. And then the fact that I was producing, and I started with Mo, which is Conversation with Mo. That's not how I started with, but publicly I started with Mo. I'll say that, because that was like the first public producing I did. I did other one, but I just didn't speak about it.
Okay.
Because I wanted them to do their own thing. But I publicly did it with Mo, and so from there, when I did others, because she would always, say, main producer, hit me up, do others. I had, for most part, I had a good relationship with everybody that was doing them. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mo, shout out to Rashonda.
Shout out to Mo, and Rashonda.
And there's some people that's not doing podcasts no more that actually should still be doing it, because theirs was really, really good.
Exactly.
But
yes.
You can't force somebody to do what they want to do. So
yeah, because it's a lot of work. Like, I'm thankful that I have, help like you. You help out a lot. Like, when you set that goal for me, like, I actually exceeded that. But,
right.
Austin, he helps out a lot too. Slim. Like, I feel like I have what I didn't have 2 years ago when I started, because I had no clue on audio and video and how I wanted to sound. And then Anchor came out. And I was like, oh, dope. Like, I was recording in the closet, sitting in the closet on my headset, just recording. Then it moved to me putting it on my ring light, and I'm just talking into my phone, just like this. And then moved here, and I started meeting and networking, and started getting with people who actually do it. And it feels good, because there's little things here and there that you've learned along the way that you could share, that you have shared with me. And then even how to keep it, interesting and fun, and keep myself motivated and keep that momentum there. Like, it's really helped me to just have this network now. So I appreciate it.
One thing I always try to give the game. Like, I'm not that person that's gonna keep it. I don't feel like I'm in competition with nobody. Like, I just feel like, it's not. I don't feel like I'm ahead of nobody or behind. I just feel like I'm in my own area, and everybody else is in their own area. And what y'all do, I do what I do.
Yeah.
The good thing about networking for me is, like, I'm gonna tell you any challenges I faced and how I overcame them. And that may help you, that may not help you.
Right.
But you'll know.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you face it, like, well, we can work it out together on the phone. I don't mind doing that at all. Like,
I definitely get that from you. Like, you definitely don't mind helping. And I think that's something that we lack too within our community, is sometimes we don't always have help.
Well, I say I don't mind helping as long as I think you're serious about what you're doing. But if I feel like you're not serious about it,
that's good.
Then I'm gonna charge you, because if you're not serious, I might as well make some money in the process. So.
Yeah, and I like I said, I understand that too, because you don't want to just be wasting your breath, wasting your energy,
right?
Because you're putting the time and the work in yourself. So you're expecting that person to go and take what you're giving them and put the work into and execute as well. So I understand that. Definitely understand that. So behind More Than the Masters, I wanted to know, like, what is your overall vision with More Than the Masters? Like, how did you, because we started talking about that when we were at the studio last time, but how did you come up with More Than the Masters? Like, where did the name come from? Because I know we have the Masters here.
Yeah.
But of course, we're more than that. So I get that part. But how did you come up with the name and just the structure behind your podcast?
So it was actually the name was going to be something that I knew I wanted to do a podcast, and the person that I was talking to at the time, we came up with a name, and it was something like, I'm from New York originally, you know what I'm saying?
Brooklyn, BK, stand up.
I am from Brooklyn too.
Yes.
And so I wanted something that I could, because I've been from Brooklyn like most of my life, so that's like instilled in me. But I also know I've been down here long enough to pick up some habits from down here as well.
Yes.
So I wanted to
Same.
plug the two together, but highlight Augusta because I feel like Brooklyn is Brooklyn's greatest city in the world. You're gonna be good.
Gonna be Brooklyn.
But Augusta's like, if you hear it, depending on who you run into, is how you gonna view the city, right?
Exactly.
And I wanted to shed light on the city. Mm-hmm. So it was some wild name. I can't remember what it was. It sounded good at the time, but I don't know. I woke up the next morning. We both agreed on the name. We had a logo for it and everything. And I woke up the next morning. I said, "Nah, I want to name it More Than the Masters." Like I don't know. I can't tell you no good story of how it came up.
No,
I just woke up and
it is what it is.
It was like a deadline thing, and I was like, "Yo, I want to be called More Than the Masters."
Cause to me, you're touching on things in the city,
right?
That aside from the Masters, it's more to us. It's more going on here.
So I guess the answer what the name means, I could say, is it's Augusta. I feel like this. Augusta is 365 days in a year. 52 weeks. The Masters is 7 days, 1 week out of the year. So,
boom.
I want to talk about all the rest of that, not just that 1 week. Yes. You know what I'm saying, that happens down here. Now, in my opinion, I do it from my vision. Like with Augusta, I try not to shed light on everything positive, but also not everything negative. Yeah. So I have to mix the two. We want to do business owners. I want to do people that doing their own thing. It just depends. Like if I feel like it represents Augusta great, right, I'll have a vision for it and I'll piece and put an episode together. Reason being, like I said, I am from New York, so people hit me up and say, "What's it do down there?" They think it's real country, like it's rattlesnakes or just dirt roads, red clay. And my business down prior to living, like it was clay for a little while. When I finally started living down here, it was no more clay. So, but in some areas they just start getting some of that clay up, like 09, 08.
Yeah.
So I want, like when somebody asks me, I want to be able to say, well, just go to my page. You'll see what we got to offer. I want to be able to do that. Yes. I want to be able to, for people to have pride in where they from. Now, like I said, I'm from Brooklyn. Where I live, I'm from Bushwick, right? So where I'm from.
Flatbush.
If you're from Flatbush, you're from Marcy, from Tompkins, like wherever you're from, Bed-Stuy, like you live, that's where you at. So if you're street, I live on Bushwick Avenue. I stayed on Bushwick Avenue. I didn't want to go to Broadway. I didn't want to go to. I wanted to stay in my neighborhood, my circumference, because that's you big it up. Like I'm from Brooklyn. I don't want to go to Queens. I don't want to go to Manhattan. I don't want to go to the Bronx. I want to stay in Brooklyn. Right. But down here in Augusta, like it's the complete opposite. People like to migrate other places. They don't cherish where they from. They don't embrace where they from. Yeah. If you run into somebody from Augusta, half the time they'll make you dislike the city. Yeah. They'll be like, well, it's this, that, and third. And I never in Brooklyn. I just never. We always love where we was from. Yeah. That's it. You embrace where you're from. Right. You big up your city. So I wanted to bring that element here. And like, if you look at More Than Masters, it's always about embracing Augusta. It's always even the negative stuff is still just to embrace. I find a way to shed light in even negative situations. Right. On my podcast is like mapped out. So it's like I got a vision for each episode. So it's not an episode I've had yet that you can't tell me that I can't tell you how it relates to Augusta. Right. Like every episode, in some way, it puts Augusta in a certain light. Exactly. Even if they're not from Augusta.
Exactly. So. And that was basically my whole vision behind having Style Studio podcast, because it wasn't just about hair. I wanted people to see more of the artistry behind Style Studio, because it started out as an idea to be like a photography studio with a salon. Mm-hmm. Then I started getting into education, and I wanted to get more into production, and having that platform like a podcast, it kind of opened my mind up, because I'm like, okay, I have a voice. I want to share my voice. But I also wanted this series linking with the creatives to be about shedding positive light on the creatives here, no matter what we do, whether it's music, whether we do entertainment, radio, podcast, videography, photography, hairstyles. Like I wanted all of the creatives to be involved, because it was so much more to me than just me being a stylist and having a podcast talking about hair. We could talk about hair all day long, but to be honest, I have so many other interests and I have so many different things going on in my mind. I need other people involved. Like I need other creatives to be, involved in it. So that's why, like, when you said that you would, that you were like interested in really doing it, and it was like nothing, I was like really hyped.
I think that, I know for me, I know like people, Slim tell me a lot of times too, like I know the vibe I give off sometimes would be like, no, I'm good, like leave me alone. But for like something like this, it's not a lot of people doing that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always on the opposite side of this. You know, I'm always the one creating. So sometimes it is cool to sit back and let a creator create, and you just come on their show. Like it's very, very, very rare I do that.
Yeah.
You take Slim out. I can't even think of too many other people that I might have been on their show where it was just like based around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you sent me stuff and it's based on around me. I haven't had that, I don't think, since I started. So. And
I guess people are just afraid to ask those questions. Like he was influencing me to do more. Like, cause once I had met up with him, I was like, this was fun. Like this was cool. Like learning more about, you know, how to mix music and, you know, get it onto different platforms and, you know, learning about the streaming. I had no idea about any of that. And I'm so into music, you would think I, you know, could get in the studio and know what mixing and mastering is. And I don't know any of that stuff. So that's the goal, like, is to learn more, you know, and also bring more creatives to light, because like you said, there's so much that Augusta has to offer. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to be another person in that group or in that pool of people that have something negative to say, because I really can't say a whole lot of negative, but I want to make sure that we highlight what we do here, you know, as a community. And even just having this small circle of podcasters, I still want us to all have that close-knit relationship, if that makes sense. Yeah. But, you know, I still want us to have that mutual respect, you know, for each other and all of our crafts, and just be able to coexist.
The podcast is podcasters around the area are definitely growing, so that's good.
Yes.
You know, like I said, when you're in that field, it's good. To me, I like it. I just like people take it seriously. That's all. As long as you take it seriously and you get your equipment, you good to go. Like if I see you I feel like you just want to do it just cause, and you're not doing it right, then I'm probably not gonna rock with you. I'll still support regardless. I'm gonna support everybody, but for me just coming on, I'm good. I'm gonna just probably ignore the message.
And then I noticed too, like, I noticed like it's certain things that you won't do. Like I could see, like, what's the word? Your morals and your values. It shows, because there's certain things that you don't say. There's certain topics you won't really touch on. It's just the way that you carry yourself that it makes, like, it almost makes me want to, you know, say, well, I want to take his word for it, you know. Right. I want to listen to what he has to say, or I'll take you serious because, one, you're not demeaning when it comes to, you know, women. You know, I never hear you talk disrespectful and put women down, and those are the type of things like a person like me looks at, even if you have a platform, because I'm looking for a certain feeling. Like I'm looking for.
I love women though, but the thing is really I don't have no gimmicks. I don't have no gimmicks. Like
exactly.
Some of it is a gimmick. I'm 100% about the content over anything else. So anything I say is usually to me is thought out, for one, and I care about content over anything. So if I don't have the grading women content, I'll be critical if needed to be.
If needed.
But sometimes it's not.
To be that way sometimes.
But I'm one of the people that I do both sides of the scale thing. So even when I'm critical half the time, 20 minutes later I might be saying something else to just balance what I said out earlier. So yeah, I'm real balanced. I say that, but yeah, I don't. A lot of stuff you see other people do, I won't do. I don't get into.
Yeah.
I grew up a little different though, so I don't know. Like it's just something I'm just not gonna do.
But it shows. That's what I'm saying. Like it really shows. So, what is like one of the you probably touched on it, but you can go in more.
It's a new audience. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me.
Like what's the biggest misconception that people have when it comes to you, and versus what they see, and then when they meet you, like what's the biggest misconception that you've been told or that you've heard?
Right now, I just posted something a while ago, and I think that's kind of like, I don't like really being in the mix. Like you might see me and think that, because not to say I'm a center of attention, but because of stuff I do, you know, maybe it amplifies. Let's play now podcasting, but I'm really to myself. If you ask anybody who went to school with me, like, I never got disrespecting like that. I never been no sucking like that. But I just don't speak to a lot of people. People say that all the time. Like, you wouldn't even say hi to me. You wouldn't say hi. That's how I was. I went to Josie. I went to Butler out here. They'll tell you I just didn't speak to people. Like I'm not, where I'm from, we don't speak unless I know you. I'm not gonna say hi because we in a hallway together. Like that's not what I do. Right. So I come up as mean. But I'm not. To me, I'm not a mean person. You know, to me, I don't know. Some people say different. I'm not a mean person to me. But I'll just random conversation just to have. I'm not gonna do that. But I don't like being in a mix. It's somebody that don't sit right with me. I like to play the back and just be chill.
Yeah.
I like to observe. I'm an observer. Like, you look at the podcast and stuff. I do funny videos and stuff.
Yeah.
So you see that you may think that, but nah. Most times you see me on public, I'm just I'm girls with myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm my girls, I'm probably not trying to have a conversation. We just doing what we doing. It's our time. So
right. I didn't know you went to Butler and Josie. How was that?
Was
Butler
cool.
and Josie.
Well, yeah. I can't. Like I said, I was already grown when I came in, so I did 1 year at Butler.
Okay.
Josie 1 year, and I came back to Butler to graduate. So it was cool.
Why'd you go between both?
My mom, she came down and we moved.
Okay.
To a neighborhood by Josie, and she just didn't want to drive back and forth to Butler, it was closer to Butler, but I think her and my grandma got into a situation, so we just ended up going to what we was on, which was Josie, and then we moved back somewhere else the next year. Okay. And we went to Butler, so. That was that.
Okay. That's kind of like when my mom was overseas, when she had to go to Afghanistan for a year. I left Cross Creek and went to Atlanta, went to Tucker High School out there, and they had
Tucker, that's a good school.
Yeah, that's a very good school. Like that school was wild, and their football team, it was like a family. The school, and their love for the football team there was it was so phenomenal for me to see. Like the passion that they had for their football team.
It's a good sports school too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and their pep rallies used to be wild.
My first day at Josie had pep rally. I was like, and I didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But that pep rally, I think that was the best one I ever seen in my life.
Yes.
I just was like, okay, this school, they with the school spirit and stuff. So it was dope. That's the difference between Butler and Josie. Butler didn't have no school spirit.
Wow.
Josie, it's almost like talking about Augusta. You know what I'm saying? So you got some people from Augusta that love where they from.
Yep.
That's Josie. They love being it.
Oh yeah,
Josie, they love
everybody
Josie.
I talked to from Josie and Laney
but
love
people
it.
from Butler, they like, school lame. There's like no sense of pride to go to that school.
Right.
It's like, I just went there. Sometimes they don't want to tell you they went there. They'll lie and say they went somewhere else.
Yeah.
So.
Some people do that with Cross Creek too, but I was just like, I feel like we had a.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be real critical of Cross Creek. I used to have a lot of jokes.
Why?
But I had Eric on my podcast, and he did bring he shed light on, why the jokes may be, and y'all didn't have history. Y'all was just made. I'm not from history. I didn't know when y'all was made.
I didn't either.
So I just don't have history, and I think that's why a lot of schools that got history, they can brag and they can say this. Just the Cross Creek, just new kid on the block.
Yeah, because a lot of people wanted to go to Helpsville. They was like, I didn't want to come to Cross Creek.
Both. Helpsville's a racist school, so I don't know.
I didn't even know that either. I didn't know they were racist, but I've heard little stories here and there about.
Once you here for a little minute, you got to do your research, your due diligence on certain schools. Yeah, a lot of schools. My brother broke the record at Butler for all-time scoring points. Wow. And I didn't know then that Butler used to be segregated because the person he broke was a white man. And we were trying to get him to come to, pass down the torch of, so to speak, He was like, I ain't coming up there. I'm like, all right, well, cool. I guess because he's a black kid. I don't know. I can't say for sure. What? But it seemed a little racist. So.
But you know what? Being in the South, when it comes to real segregation and and racial situations and circumstances, it's sad, but it doesn't surprise me because I know where I'm at.
But I really knew that at first. I was like whatever, but I knew it was that because the next year I was at Augusta State for a game, and they was bringing out the old Augusta State team. Okay, kind of recognize them, and the guy that my brother broke the record, he was there. So I'm like, you do come to games, you just didn't want to come to Butler.
Exactly.
I was like,
there was a
reason.
Crazy.
It was all good. I wasn't tripping. The record's broke, so it was whatever.
And he probably wasn't expecting a black kid to do it.
Yeah, I know.
He probably was just
50-something years later, that's crazy.
Yeah,
we never from here, so shout out to my brother for that.
Yes, definitely. So I want to segue into fatherhood. I call you Father of the Year, and the reason why that came to me one night, right before I had texted you, just because I get the energy, I feel the energy, the vibe every time I see them. I'm like, they love this guy, and I can tell you love being a father, and so that's what I wanted to name the podcast episode. I wanted to name it Father of the Year, but then I was like, dang, we're going to be talking about podcasts. We're going to talk about all this stuff.
Oh, it's all good.
But I see that appreciation that you have in how you take that role very serious. And I can tell that you're very, very active in their life. And I wanted to talk about, how that has changed your perspective on just life in general, and who you bring into their life or who you don't allow into their life, and what you instill in them and the type of values that you're bringing them up with.
Right. I mean, like I said, being a father, it definitely changed my life. I was 21 when my first was born, which is Brooke. She's 8.
Okay.
So I mean, when I it was different when I had her than when I had Bailey. I'll talk about that more live. I'm doing something now. You'll see it, as time go on. But just being a father in general, yeah, they love me. Like when I get off work, no matter what kind of day I had, it's like regardless of what kind of day I had, when I see them, I'm good. It's whatever. Like everything's happy, because when I go to get them or I go see them and I ring the bell, like I said, I ring the bell a certain way so they know it's me. And I do that so they can answer the door.
Yeah.
So they allowed to answer the door if they know it's me, And you can hear the footsteps that I'm running, trying to race to the front of the door, and then they'll compete. It's like my youngest daughter, she'll try to say, look what I got on. She don't have nothing on half the time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you look beautiful. My older daughter, she like, look, Mom, listen, look at this. They're trying to show me stuff. Minute I walk in the door, so it's just love for the minute I come to the door.
Right.
My youngest, she want to show me her bed every time. Look, I made my bed. Go into the bed. So, I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Like just knowing that no matter what kind of day I have, if I see them, it's going to erase everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right. You kind of get like a new jolt of energy.
Yeah. On the worst days, they going to make it sunny. So like you can't beat that, honestly.
And how is it raising girls right now? Because the world is crazy. The world is wild. Very, very wild.
I wouldn't change it though. Like people ask me, you want a son? Not really. Like I'm good. My sister got a son and my brother got a son, so I'll take that. But I love my girl. Like I love my girl, so I wouldn't change it for nothing. I don't know how it's gonna be later on when they get a little older, but we'll see. Yeah. When I run into that, I run into that. But for now, they love me, and you can't tell them nothing bad about me at all.
So with what's going on now, as far as just life in general for them, like are you training them up to think about college and being entrepreneurs?
My youngest one, she's very young, so I just we just play a lot. But my oldest, she's 8. We talk about what she want to be. She changes it up like every month.
Oh, okay.
But she's a kid, so I'm expecting her to do that.
Right.
And I tell her, you don't have to pick something and stick to it. You be what you want to be.
Right.
Just have a plan. So every time we talk about having a plan and just stuff like that. But she switched up from a doctor to a lawyer to this. It's things that make money, so that's good. But she can be whatever she want to be. I'm okay with that. But they see a lot of stuff I do, so sometimes I feel like they might take into what I do. We'll see how that goes. But they love the camera, so I don't know.
What are they into? Like, do they do like gymnastics or any kind of sports?
My oldest, I think she got the body for it. Like, she's really tall, you know what I'm saying? But she want to be girly. She don't want to do none other stuff. So I'm not going to force her to do it. We play. She try to play sports with us. She's very clumsy, so I don't think it's going to work for her. But I do think if she worked on her coordinates, she'd be okay. But nah, I let them be them. Like I'm not going to force them to be what I want them to be, or do what I want them to do. They can do it. They can do whatever they want to do, and I'm gonna support it. So
what grade are they in? What grades are they in?
My youngest is going to 3rd grade.
Okay.
So and then I'm sorry, my oldest is going to 3rd grade. My youngest, she's just daycare. She's going to be pre-K next year.
Okay. So before she gets to pre-K, like what are some of the things that she already has down mentally? As far as her knowledge and her education level.
Oh, she's real smart. She know her ABC. She know her colors. This is before she went to daycare. She knew all that stuff. So
she's reading.
No. She can't. No, she can't read yet.
Okay.
She's 3. She can't read yet.
Okay.
But I think she's a little more advanced than her sister was, and her sister was really advanced. So I'm happy for that. But what's going on right now is kind of tough because like daycare does help out as far as like doing your daily teaching and stuff like that. So it is times we go days where I'm not sitting down reading books, some days, maybe a week. So it's a little different now. But we definitely all sit down, we have time and we do stuff. So, but she's a little advanced.
You want them in public school?
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I did it. I want them to know the toughness of life, and I want them to go through that. I want them to go through everything I went through, but if they can make it out like I did, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah,
I think it toughened me up.
That's what's up. That's dope.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, right? The producer in me is, it's at 30 minutes almost, so it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I love that.
Nah, it's at 20. Nah, I'm just used to doing that regardless. So.
And and I can't even see that, but he always keep track of it for me because I'm like, I cannot see anything.
I just
on
know
that
in 30
screen.
minutes, like the camera's going to stop.
Yeah.
So I just-
But I like that. I love it. I love it. So I be trying to think about how I want to ask certain kind of questions without coming off like, oh, she trying to get at him. Like,
oh no, you can ask me whatever you want.
I just be wanting to know stuff. Like I always ask, these kind of questions. Like I want to know, like, what's your value as far as a partnership. As far as because I know that you're not in a relationship now.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
what are you wanting from a partner that's coming into your life, knowing that you already have yourself grounded as being a father? Like, do you see yourself being a husband, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think that can happen. I think for me, I look at it like this. I want somebody to come and, complete a piece. That's all I care about. Let the piece be complete. So, if I'm one half of something, or if I'm 3/4 of something, you need to be 25%, or the other half, whatever piece is missing, I need to be that missing piece.
Right.
That's how I'm looking. That's what I would be looking for, in that sense. But right now, honestly, I just want somebody that's just, that's good for me. That's all. Like, hype me up, you know what I'm saying? Make me feel like I'm somebody. That I think that's important, especially in a relationship, because a lot of times you might not see it then, but if you don't have the support of your partner and certain things you're doing, it ain't gonna work out. Like, I don't care how good it is, it's not gonna work out. So I can't be with somebody that don't. So I could say I can't be with somebody that listens to my podcast, but there's other ways to support. But you gotta be my main support. Like, I couldn't be with you if I feel like you're not supporting me more than, because a lot of my listeners are women. So if there's other women that's supporting me like way more than you,
yeah,
that's something wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You need to be my number one fan, my number one supporter.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the same thing for you. I'm gonna be the number one. Like, it's not gonna be somebody else that's more of a fan than me.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
nobody. I'm gonna be number one fan. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Cause what I'm doing, everything I'm doing right now, in order for us to get to any other kind of level, I have to see that in you first.
Right.
And then that'll make me gravitate towards you more. I don't care how you look. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a given.
You care now.
No, I do care, but I'm saying, like, it's gonna. If you look good and you're not doing that,
but you don't have anything going on, then.
Yeah, but say you could be the baddest woman I ever been with. If you're not doing it, I can't be with you. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that I don't have a type, or I'm not saying that. Like, nah. But what I will say is, my type is, I like women that like me. So. Yeah. If you would never see me talk to somebody that just not interested in me. I'm not gonna coerce somebody to be interested in me. Right. No, I'm not doing that.
You're not gonna sell yourself. You don't need to sell yourself.
I'm not checking for somebody that's not checking for me. So.
Right. So have you dated a lot? I mean, I guess I shouldn't say a lot.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a lot, but I mean, I do my thing. But I wouldn't say date a lot.
Has it been a while?
Nah, it's been a while. I mean, I'm active, but I just don't. I guess maybe I'm too busy. I guess I don't know. I can't really dedicate enough of my time.
Like, what do you think is like the disconnect for you when it comes to being successful at dating and like moving to the next level? Like, what do you think is preventing that? I
don't think it's a disconnect, and I don't think I'm unsuccessful. I think it's just me. It's not that I'm unsuccessful. It's just I'm not going to put myself in something that I don't see it being what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be something that's good for the time.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's not a disconnect. I might not see longevity, and that person might not see it either. So we might be fine. I don't think there's anything for me personally that I've done that, or that's going on that's making something be disconnected like that. Nah, I'm good. I'm happy with everything that's happening. You'll never see me complaining about finding a date or doing this, that, third. The way I keep my rapport with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always good. If I want to do something on Friday, I'm gonna do something on Friday with somebody. That's just how that's how it is.
Yeah.
I don't have a disconnect. I'm happy with everything how it's going right now. Honestly, I wouldn't change it right now for nothing. Me personally.
So are you actively dating?
I mean, I'm open. I'm open for that.
He said he's open, ladies.
I'm open for that.
Okay.
But good. I'm not gonna lie. I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of messages, and like I said, it just depends. It's all on what I think your motive is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And then, like I said, I do got 2 girls. I'm very discreet with that, as far as like having to meet somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing nobody around them, honestly. Me personally, I don't see that happening. If I do, then that should tell you that I'm serious about you. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I can't see it happening no time soon. Right now. But right now, I'm just doing too much. Like, I want to focus on what I'm doing and that. And I'm actually okay with somebody saying, well, I want something different, so I'm gonna leave you alone. They don't say that though, but I'm just saying if they did, I'd be okay with that.
Just be transparent, yeah. Be honest. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, the only thing I think I found, so to answer your question, I guess, about the disconnect, I think that from my experience, like with women, sometimes, I'm gonna say y'all because you women, sometimes y'all try to like change something, even if somebody was transparent with you. So the narrative could be, okay, we doing XYZ, it's nothing serious, we just doing XYZ. But for some reason, like, that'll try to be changed. And that's okay, because people feelings change.
Yeah. But
you can't be upset if my feelings don't change.
If you're not there yet. Or if that's what you don't want, like, regardless.
I don't know. My feelings just ain't changed. Like, let's say we was having fun. Let's say, okay, now you want to be more serious. I may not want to be more serious.
Got it.
I don't think that you should be upset with me for that reason.
Okay.
But also, I understand that if that's the case, and if I see that you might go that way, I just fall back. I'll always be a friend. I'll always be there. I never. You can curse on here? I never ished on somebody. I was gonna say the S word, but I never.
Don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I do not care.
I never.
But I like how he acts.
Yeah.
I know, I like that. I love the courtesy that y'all have, like, with me. Like, everybody's so like.
Let's work, man. I don't want to edit nothing I gotta do.
Yes, everybody got their gloves on, but I like that. I don't mind. I don't really care. I feel like I have my audience. I get girls that listen to it. Of course, I get a lot of stylists that listen to it.
Okay.
Guys listen to it. I haven't really gotten any negative feedback as far as like cursing and stuff. And literally, I just came off of a whole 3-day. I don't know what to call it, but I was cursing for like 3 days straight, just because of everything going on. Like, I was just so upset. Yes, everything going on.
Oh, you're protesting for real?
No, I mean, of course.
Oh, what?
But I get upset when it's a different perspective, and I'm just like, when I feel like we should all be in agreement, and I get upset about certain things that are said, like why people are protesting if they don't even know who their commissioners are, or if they don't know this, and I'm just like, I just feel like stuff like that. It really gets me, because I'm like, so you mean to tell me that I'm not allowed to be upset about this because I don't know who the mayor is? Or because I don't know who the commissioner is? It's like, these are the things that actually pull people in to get more involved in those things. And sometimes that's just the way that they got into it. It's not necessarily to say, like, I don't feel like there's a right or a wrong way. And I leave it at that.
I see both sides of that, though. I can understand why somebody would ask that, but I can't say somebody can't be mad because they don't know who the mayor is.
Yes.
It's certain things that I think you might not want to say if you don't know who the mayor is, but I can't say you can't be mad now.
But
it's an emotion. It's emotions.
And I'll say this, I do feel like we should be more aware of the people who are, making the decisions. I do. We do. We need to know, who's in certain offices.
I mean, only if you're gonna complain about the decision being made. If you're not complaining about it, then I mean, it's what it is.
Exactly.
Some people just don't care. They're like, whatever happened, they just don't care.
Yeah, but just to be saying that about people who are protesting, I mean, okay, if someone is being killed and murdered in the street for no reason, I'm not thinking about who the commissioner is right now. I'm not thinking about the fact that I didn't vote last year or the year before. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about this isolated situation right here, right now. So, I could understand. I mean, people taking a stand and, wanting to make change and, wanting things to change. I get that, but that was just a small rant, like, about the whole cussing thing. Like, I was literally cussing for like 3 days straight. So, and I was cussing on Facebook.
Did
and
it help?
I was like,
did the cussing help for you?
It
release?
It was a good release. I was okay.
I mean.
Oh my God. So back to the whole dating and marriage. Like, how do you view marriage? Like, what are some of the like, are you scared of marriage? I like to ask guys these questions.
I mean, no, I'm not scared of marriage. I think a lot of people are scared of marrying the wrong person.
Yes.
Which is possible. I don't know if I'm scared of that, because I feel like I'm a good judgment of character.
Okay.
But
now, when you're dating, okay, so I'll say for myself, of course, with dating, the intent is to go further into courtship and then to marriage. Now, with guys,
I mean, it depends. I don't know. I can't. So somebody asked me on a date. I'm not thinking like, well, I gotta be good today because I might get married in 5 years. No, I'm not thinking like that.
Right. No,
I'm
not at the very beginning, but just overall, like.
I mean, once again, I think so. To me, dating is just a step into possibly, building a relationship with somebody. That's how you build a relationship.
Got it.
Once I got a relationship, then at that point, I think you can probably think about being together and then, maybe marriage. But I think it's baby steps. I feel like dating and then relationship, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, if that's what y'all want to do, do that and then marry. But you can ask somebody to marry that's not even your girlfriend. Y'all could just have that kind of bond.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate to use that word because people, they overused it the last couple of years, but
To my
bond title thing, that whole situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, to each his own,
Yeah, I think it just depends on the person. It depends on the two people.
Because I don't. And time, like it just might not be the time for y'all to get together. But people, I know a couple right now they older, obviously, but they married and I didn't know they married before and they divorced.
Yes.
So I never knew that.
I know couples like that too.
So it just depends. Like, you never.
It's like a point in time where sometimes they have to like grow apart. Like they have to grow apart. They have to grow on their own and then come back together. And
that's true.
It's
possible,
things are
yeah.
different. Things have changed.
I think because when I don't talk about it too much. I normally don't, but I guess for you, I definitely do it here. For me, like with because I got 2 kids, right, and they're both by the same person, and we were together for like maybe 6 years, like 6. I say 6 years, before we really broke up. And mind you, we had my second daughter. We wasn't together.
Okay.
But we just wasn't apart either at the time. I guess not physically, But I say that I think what happened with us is when we had our first daughter, we just kind of grew apart in the sense of like we were still young. Like I said, I was 21.
Maturity.
So 21-year-old me, 23-year-old me, 25-year-old me, 27, 29. It's all different versions of me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And the same for her. Now, and with us not being together, you're not at 24, 20. You're not thinking about, okay, she just different right now, or she not thinking he just different right now. You just mad that like the person that you knew is no longer there right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So y'all break up, whatever. Now you get time to think about it. Now we older. We got a better relationship now. We're not together, but we got a better relationship now where we can be cordial and talk to each other. Right. And understand that, okay, it wasn't your fault, it wasn't my fault. It was just life. Like it just wasn't meant to be.
Right.
Maybe down the line, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe better as friends. Who knows?
Right.
But I think that's something that you don't think about. You got to get wise. That's like a wise thing.
Yes,
so
yes.
any relationship you have, like I'm not an in the moment type of person. So I'm not gonna talk about something in the moment. I'm gonna sit back, assess the situation as much as possible before I speak on it. Cause I don't like apologizing. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not apologizing because I'm not gonna say nothing I don't want to say.
I know. Apologizing is so hard.
It's not.
I just talk around it.
But I mean everything I say. So what I'm apologizing for, I'm sorry you feel that way, But I can't be sorry I said what I said, and me personally. So I look at it like that, like and over the years. So I think that it's more so one of them things where you gotta really meet somebody, and it's lucky. So that's why, like to me, like you think about love, you take it seriously because some of it is luck. Is you lucky to meet somebody to actually build them on that level.
Yeah.
And y'all be there at the same time, or even if you're not there at the same time, be able to be in sync with each other.
Yeah.
And just be able to be there for each other. That's like that's luck. Because it don't happen to anybody.
No,
some people are there.
It most definitely doesn't. It's rare too. And
that's any relationship. You talking about love, but that's whether boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, even friendship. Like a lot of times, one of the things I always tell somebody is, if you and your friend, let's say y'all both broke. Yeah, it's okay if y'all be friends because y'all both broke, like whatever. Now, if one friend is broke and the other one got money, y'all friends. You got money. I'm gonna be your friend. If y'all both got money, then you can see, where y'all at. Yeah. It's the same thing with love. Like, when y'all got both on the same level. If y'all still can love each other and y'all good to go. But you're not gonna be able to make it through them, them ties and all the other stuff. Yeah. If you're not on that same level, that's just how it go. Yeah. Or just be understanding too. You gotta understand people, but you're not gonna do that at 21.
No. Because you still think about yourself. You still have a level of selfishness there too.
Exactly. And then for me, like I said, I had a daughter, so my focus is like, all right, well, I can't. And honestly, when the kick on the play, you can't even focus on your partner that much because
it's hard
already. Yeah, everything's. So you think about anything, you 20, you know you doing whatever. So the sex done stopped and slowed up. You 23, like wow.
Because now
sex
you
every
have to
day.
focus on that life.
Exactly, but you know, one person's mindset might be on a kid, other person's mindset might be on themselves, like you said.
Still,
So it's a lot that play into it. That's when you do have kids and stuff. So I mean, for me, I just go with the flow now. Like I'm okay being alone. Like I'm not saying forever, but I'm okay with myself. Like I don't need necessarily nobody. If I got them 2 girls, I'm good to go. And I think but that also has its gifts and curses. So like a gift is like you'll be okay by yourself. A curse is, you know, I can put somebody away just because I'm like, I don't need you. I got these 2 girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That attitude may not help in the long run.
I've taken that completely out of my mindset, because I told myself you really can't put time limits on things. You cannot tell yourself,
that's true,
by 32 it's gonna be like that. Because I swore up and down when I was 18, I swore up and down that I was going to have a kid at 24 or 25, whether I was with someone or not.
Oh, that's wild.
Now you can take you can take that exactly for what it is, but I was so serious. But then then life happened, and I started realizing, well, I want to be more than just, you know, a mom. But then now here I am at 30, and I'm like, okay, so I've done all these things, and now I'm like, okay, I want to be a mom. Like I feel like that's like the next step. That's the next chapter. Like I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm looking forward to, you know, nurturing somebody, bringing someone up, you know, teaching and, you know, loving and just.
But I think, see, for me, I think it come from life. So like, I didn't want kids. I got 2. You know what I'm saying? I love them to death. I didn't have no aspiration to being, you know, having kids.
Yeah.
You saying with the mom, you know, with the mom thing, like. Sometimes you see things and it make you like, I want that. And you see a healthy version of it.
A healthy version of it, yes. I'm glad you said that.
When you ask me about marriage, reason why like I can't say I have I've never seen like no crazy healthy marriage. I've had glimpses of a few. Yes. I don't know them personally, right? I've been to 1 wedding in my life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in my family really married that I know of.
Wow.
I grew up with my mom. My dad was married, but I mean, they got married the next year, but he was gone. Oh, wow. Like, not gone, but like, they weren't together no more. He left when I was 7. I know him though, you know, so we cool. But he left when I was 7. So I say like, I mean, I don't know, like my goals is different. Like, do I care about the marriage? Because my parents got married, but that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Not saying I'll be like them. Yeah. But I'm saying like.
But still, it affects your outlook.
I don't want to be with somebody and marry them because it's convenient. I want to marry them because I want to be with them the rest of my life, or I can't live without them. And I want that. Like that's what I want for myself when it comes to marriage. Even if I don't marry the person, I want to be with somebody that I know I can't be without. Yeah. That's what I want to be with. So if I'm gonna take somebody serious, it has to be that kind of person.
Right.
If I know you are my life or you going, I'll be okay. Then that's not who I need to marry.
Exactly. And then I think about that too, like.
And vice versa.
I mean, even like with dating, I guess I don't want this to come off bad, but I guess like within like the first couple of days, the first couple of weeks, I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. Like I'll know that, you know, and I guess that's good though. That's why I'm not dating.
Don't waste the time. You know? Like
I just kind of feel like I put myself in situations where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this a fair chance. I'm gonna be fair. But then I started realizing I don't have to be fair because this is my life, this is my time, and this is my heart. Like, I don't have to play fair to appease somebody's feelings or, you know, to protect someone's ego. Because at the end of the day, I want what I want. I want somebody that's going to protect me, provide for me. You know, I want somebody that's going to be a father, yes, and I want them to love that, you know, that position, and then of course be a husband and know what that means and know what the foundation and the values of that means.
But that's why I said it's big on understanding, because you gotta first even understand. That's why dating is so important too, like the dating part, and not just it's the actual talking, conversing, and figuring each other out, because you didn't know how somebody was raised. Like, okay, I hate to use this thing, but was he raised on love? Was he raised on survival? Yes, it's a different kind of. They move different. Oh my God. But they got family values, like me. Like I said, I'm single mom. I'm a single mom, so I'm not even used to a man even being there. Yes. You know what I'm saying? For her, it's just like everything you get on your own. Yeah. So the way I look at women and how strong they should be, to me, in my opinion, is based on a single woman who did everything by herself, and every woman's not that strong.
Three of y'all.
It's three of us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And every woman's not that strong, so it's wrong to look at it that way. But then also, it kind of weeds out any kind of weaker woman that I wouldn't have to deal with. So it's all about that. But you as a woman, I need a woman to weed that out for me. I can't just send a phone to you and say, well, this is me. Nah, that's not how it works. You have to figure it out via conversation. It has to be organic.
Right.
I'm gonna figure it out for you. I'm gonna figure out like why you do this and whether I'm okay with it. If you got an attitude problem when such and such happened, I need to be okay with it because I know X, Y, Z happened. This is why you do this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just certain things I have to know, and I don't think people take the time to really learn their person like they should.
And that's the thing about dating. See, now
that's what it's for.
Relaxed. But that's what it's for. I've gotten more intentional because I'm like, well, I know that my purpose in dating or my purpose in getting to know someone is to get to know this person. It is a courtship because I say to myself, sex is not always on the table. And I don't need most of the time I really don't even have to say anything because it's like, I guess based on how I carry myself, they realize, oh, this is not no jump off kind of situation. Yeah. And I get treated like that. I get treated with respect. Like I do get treated with, a certain level of respect from guys because they realize, okay, this is not the kind of woman that you are. And so I don't get those. I don't get those guys, but now before in the past, I would get those guys, then have to learn how to, have those conversations and be like, look, that's just not what it is for me.
You probably don't realize it, but it's probably how you carry yourself now via how you did back then. And not saying that it was bad, but
and I didn't know.
The way you carry yourself, if you just, it depends. Men, like, just like women, people know, I'll say people know how to approach you based on how you carry yourself. Right.
And then try to, like, still kind of maneuver around, what you said that this is not how you are. They still kind of just try to see if they can still try you.
I don't know. I'm real firm, especially right now. I've always been firm in my whole life, but no mean no, So I'm not, like I said, I'm just not. I'm not gonna coerce anybody to do something. Like, you either want to do it or you don't. That's just it.
I won't bend or fold. I've learned that about myself now. Like, I'm in a place where I'm comfortable with just like, okay, let me just get to know you, talk to you, conversation. And if it's not there, then more than likely I'm like, okay, cool, let's be friends. But I won't say it. I won't always say that. I'll just try to. I kind of just let it be what it is. But I won't always vocalize like, oh, I like this person, or if I do, then it takes a lot to do that.
But like I said, I think in a lot of stuff it's based on timing. So I say timing, but luck, timing, whatever you want to pick, because I'll get a lot of women that's like real aggressive. They're aggressive. That's probably what they do want. They want that, and you get some that's like real laid back. I may like some women that's aggressive. I may like someone that's real laid back. But then for certain people, it depends. Like, I might like somebody that's in the middle. It depends how I'm feeling during that time or time of my life. I may not be in the mood for a real aggressive woman, you know what I'm saying, next 3 months. Yeah. I might lay back. But then I might have 3 months where I'm like, I want somebody that's aggressive. It depends. Like, it's all luck and timing thing with who you meet and where you meet them at. Because it's a real lucky thing to meet somebody at a time in life where y'all lives link with each other. You know what I'm saying? And very in sync. So
alignment is everything.
Yeah, definitely. The car don't work if it ain't alignment. You know what I'm saying? The car don't drive right. You know what I'm saying? So
that's so funny you said that.
You can't even stay in the lane without the right alignment. So you really can't.
You talking about the car, I'm thinking to myself, like, we was just, like, me and my friends, we come up with these analogies too. And you bringing up the car, that's something that we've talked about. That's something that we've said. I'm like, I need gas.
I'm real big on analogies. That's me, like, for real. That's for anything, you know what I'm saying? So
I like to relate different situations to just make it more understandable for myself. I'm real elementary like that, so I like that.
I think anytime you use traffic, you could use, I guess that's like the best analogy you could use for life. Anything dealing with traffic and cars, you can use in life. That's me though.
I'm like, this right here is giving me life. I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about. I know. Cause I'm into the documentaries.
Yeah, I love documentaries.
You want to stop? You already stopped it? Mm-mm. Oh.
I was just giving you a signal.
Like whenever y'all do that, I just kind of like wait to restart it again. So I want to talk about just like a couple more things. What is this podcasters ethics? What is that? What I heard y'all had talked about that. About like timing and drop dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like like you said earlier, you said I look like somebody, or you sense that I got morals and stuff like that. So with me, like how I am, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do something unless I'm gonna do it. So when you come to my ethics and podcasting, ethics is your own rules. It's your own law. What you think is right. Yours might be different from mine. But if I say, I'm dropping on Monday, I'm dropping on Mondays. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay.
Now, if somebody else coming along and they like, I'm going to drop on Mondays. That's fine if they want to. But they got to put a lot of work in because on Mondays, people give me their attention.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, see, that makes sense.
As podcasts, it's probably best to be all cordial and get along because we didn't know who dropping on what days. Yes. Somebody drop on, if you tell me I'm going to drop something on Thursday, I'll be wild to drop a video on Thursday. I know everybody want to watch because now everybody going to try. Unless you can do both, but it's like I'm still cutting off traffic that you could be getting.
Got it.
So if you deal with it, and it's only some amount of days in a week, so it's gonna be at some point somebody gonna overlap. Yes, that's fine, but we can talk about it and like, okay, well, how about you do it at 5? I'll drop at 12. This way, it's time for people, to. It's just stuff like that. It's just communication. That's all it is. But for me, I like to do that because since I've been around a little longer and got a big buzz, I don't want to overshadow somebody. Best if I like their work. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So if somebody tells me I want to drop on Monday and I ain't got nothing to go, all right, cool. Go ahead. You can get it that day. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I want the same return.
Yeah. Now I get it.
I don't drop nothing on Tuesday because Slim drop on Tuesday. So I don't even drop none of my videos, no premieres, nothing on Tuesday.
Right.
I leave that day solely to him. Nothing on Tuesday. Okay. So that's why,
I like that.
Just like a code of honor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I have a better understanding, and I mean, I've picked Wednesdays, but
Wednesday's a good day.
And I just started just to kind of like with his help and based on the things that you told me as far as structure and just seeing what people interests are. Mm-hmm. Like I felt like, well, I don't see a whole lot going on Wednesday, so I'm gonna put my foot out there, kind of get my feet wet and see how this works.
Now,
so I'm still kind of working out like the kinks.
I thought Rashana dropped on Wednesday. I'm not sure, but what I will say is, Wednesday is a chill day in most businesses. Like that Wednesday is like it's a chill day if you know anything about numbers in business. So it's okay to have 2 or 3 people drop on Wednesday because that's a Wednesday. That's a day that most people not really doing that much anyway.
Okay.
Just numbers wise. Yeah. So yeah, Wednesday's a good day though.
Yeah. And I'm like, so now that we've got to now that I have help as far as like production. That's one of the things that I've been able to scale, and I'm like, it's been a big weight lifted off of me because having someone to handle like the editing, the video, the audio, just literally it makes me as the creative focus more on the content now and focus more on getting the guests, finding out what people want to actually know. Right. And it took a lot off of me trying to do everything. Like how you were doing everything, that was me. But I had got overwhelmed and burned out because I was still having to do hair. Yeah, I was still writing books. I was still trying to come up with lesson plans, write curriculums, trying to figure out what I can get more resources, how I can get more resources for my business. Like, it was just a lot. So I'm finally like at a point now with doing the podcasting where I can just I can sit back and just be like, oh, I can just show up now. Right. I know what I want, and I just kind of let it flow, as far as like where it's all set up, whatever, because it's a beautiful studio. So I'm like, I don't care where we do it at.
That look dope. Yeah, it's a dope spot.
So I'm glad that I'm starting to learn how important scaling is because it's only so much you can do and maintain on your own.
It's different for different people, obviously. My thing, like for what you got going on, I think that's dope. You can sit back and focus on creating more. My only stance on that would just make sure you do know how to do some of the stuff. Like if need be, that's the only thing. Because I say for some reason he running late or something like that. Right. Like now you can't do certain things because you waiting on him. Right. But if you can do it on your own, and get the ball.
That's what I was telling him too. I was like, let me know, because I would, it's only so much you could do on your phone. Right. I've learned, how to, edit and do videos and things like that. But And then Slim had dropped some. He was talking about color grading. He would tell me about color grading at one point.
Yeah, Slim, he always talking about that.
Yeah,
I do it, but Slim will tell you I don't take advice, so I don't know. But you know, I do a little something. But Slim, he do on a different level.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
but I learned. I like I said, I take different bits and pieces from each of you guys and implement it. And to me, I feel great about the podcast now. Now I feel like my vision is finally starting to manifest with it. And it did take the village.
Right.
Like it did take the help. So that's why I always tell people I'm always open to learning. Like I'm like, I always tell people I'm green. Like I'm green as in I'm always ready to receive, you know, more knowledge and be educated, because I never want to come off like I know it all. Like even if I know something and you're talking about it and I know, I'm still going to allow you to tell it to me in your way, because there could be something hidden in there that I didn't know before or that I didn't realize. So I like that. I like to have that help. And, you know, just overall, I like the collaborative feel. I like to be able to collaborate with other people and just kind of get everybody's perspective on what we have going on, because it's fun. It's exciting. It's a new thing.
If you open to working with people like that, it's dope. When it goes well, it's dope.
Yeah.
So
yeah. At first, I thought I wanted to have a host, like a co-host, and then I was like, I don't really need a co-host. Like I could just have different people come on and host.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I had a partnership a while back, and it didn't work out like I wanted it to work out. Mm-hmm. And I always told myself like I'm gonna just do my own thing, because I'm never gonna leave something that, like, if it's a partnership, you gotta think like once that person leaves, like you forced to take on that other. I rather take on all 100%.
Yeah.
So this way, if something happens, I can just say, okay, it's on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than me blame somebody, I'm not doing
that. Now that's probably a whole nother topic, but that's recently what has happened, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just cool. Not with the like. I do stuff alone for that reason. Mm-hmm. I mean, me and Slim got some stuff in the works, but
everybody on the same page.
Yeah,
though.
You gotta really find somebody that's gonna match your hustle, your ambition, and even if they don't, that's the thing about a team. Like, I could be the ambitious one. Y'all don't have to be ambitious, but y'all gotta hustle. It gotta be like something where we all, as one, we make somebody complete, make something complete.
Right.
But if you just lazy or you're not into it, you lack passion, you like this, you like that, I can't make up but for so much.
Exactly.
So at that point, it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna do it myself.
Just like being in a relationship.
Yeah, really, that's how it is. Like anything, it ain't gonna go right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel like we touched on a whole lot. What time is it?
No, it was dope. It was good.
Yeah, I'm really hyped. Like, I was so glad. Like in your response to it, I was like, okay, cool. This is dope.
It gotta be right people, right person. Like I don't be talking about dating normally. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a topic I always touch on. Only because I noticed that I know that's me. I say that only because I just don't want my inbox to be flooded with stuff like, you know, like when you do a rapper. I don't want people to have the. It just they feel like they have, at that point they feel like I know I got an answer to get. Yeah,
I don't like that.
It don't matter. I'll just ignore it anyway, so it don't matter. But
I'm the same way. Like, I don't ever want people to feel like they have the upper hand. Like, no, you don't know me. I'm only there's only so much that you're getting. You get to know me by getting to know me, not through social media, because social media is never the way. It's never the way for me. It's never the way to get to me.
Like you said, you could pick and choose your topics. So even you might think you know somebody, but nah, I'm just pick and choose my topics.
Exactly.
I could be one of the worst persons of all time. I just choose to talk about X, Y, Z.
Right.
So you don't know what you're getting. But you know, for me, like, you don't put all your stuff on Front Street because I don't want anybody to feel like they know me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have to get to know me to feel like you know me.
I feel like revoking access to me.
That's the best thing I can do.
I love it.
Because then when I grant it, you feel special.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I only grant it to special people.
And I want you to feel special. I don't want you to feel like this is watered down. You know, you're not getting anything watered down over here. You're not getting anything that's just been used up.
And so, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm honest. I told anybody telling the same thing. Like, if I felt like this wasn't like how we just talked and it wasn't good, I wouldn't even mention that part I mentioned about, you know, my daughter's mom. I don't even talk about that on air. I never talk about that at all. But because I felt like you did your research, you did your due diligence, and the setup was good, I was able to open up and talk about that. Like, I'm okay with opening it up and getting people pieces of me if they do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if not, then I'm not. I'm just gonna give you the regular generic stuff I give anybody else.
Yeah. And I kind of knew that about you too. Same thing with him. Like, I'm noticing that I'm getting certain things from people, and I'm not gonna say I take advantage, but I do take advantage of the fact that people trust me and they see me as an authentic person. You know, completely, you know, willing to talk to me and, you know, help. Like I said, help out.
I think the dopest thing about this, and I mean, I hope you might take this the wrong way, but like when you be on other platforms a lot of times, like mine's, but we like mine so much is because when you come on, you know it's about you. It's not about me, it's about you.
Right.
Sometimes you go other places, other podcasts, and the guests are taught, but then sometimes a lot of hosts, they make the show about them still. And it's like, it's hard to really get to know the guests because you trying to get me to know you every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But in this one, you ask me questions, you allow me to speak, then cut me off. You know, and not every time I talk, you didn't give me experience of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was for me, and I like that. Like, it's hard to find that around here. I always say that. Yeah. So I think if you continue doing that, you gotta have a dope thing going, because anybody will tell you, like, it's hard to find somebody that can interview well and really just have it be about you when you come there. A lot of times people got these hidden agendas. They want to talk about nonsense for a clickbait or a video.
Yes.
You know, I feel like no matter what part of this is played, it's gonna be a good part.
Yeah.
There's no part I'm worried about.
That's dope. That's good. That's literally the vision. That's the goal. So I'm so glad that you said that and you have that feeling, because that's what I want it to be. Like, I want people to come on and be like, wait a minute, I'm actually about to learn something.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how it's me. I learned something from my guests. Every single show, I learned something. So I feel smart every time. Like, I just be feeling smart after I leave the podcast, because I feel like I learned a lot about a person, and then I feel like people gonna learn about it. That's why people gravitate towards the show. Yeah, and I think you can do the same thing. And I tell you right now, like, even though you've been doing it for a minute, the more and more you do it, that you feel like you're good now. A year from now, if you continue doing it, you can be like, I'm way better now. Yeah. Like, you just get better as time goes on. You know, when even just being quiet, sometimes I think guests think when I be quiet that I'm not listening, but just because I don't want to cut them off, and you come over at a bad part or a good part, so I be quiet, and I keep my phone in I learned this: keep your phone in your hand, and when you talk, I just write notes down so I won't forget a question I need to ask for the next topic. So it's just a lot of stuff.
That. Cool. That's dope. Well, this is a really good. I don't like saying interview, because it's like I'm like, dang, it just be like a cool, chill, sit down, get together. But this is a really dope episode. I'm really excited. I'm really glad and happy that you came on. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely grateful. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and share this podcast. Also, follow Maine at More Than the Masters. That's on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah.
And what's Instagram?
Instagram is Great Maine.
Great Maine with the E.
Yes.
Great Maine with the E all together. And follow me as well, J.Valencia.Style Studio and Style Studio Podcast on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, anywhere you can stream a podcast except SoundCloud.
Why not?
I'm not on SoundCloud.
I am. I love SoundCloud.
Wait, so how? Okay, we'll talk about that off air. But yes, so we'll be on SoundCloud soon. But yeah, definitely Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all those great resources you have out there and platforms. Thank you for listening and watching. If you're watching, thank you so much. And I appreciate you. Peace.
People thinking these niggas nice, unimpressed with your records, boy. Too much hype, and it's too much hype. People thinking he keeps mics, unimpressed with your